Hello everybody. Today's lesson is about prime numbers and prime factorization. Prime numbers are simply, you cannot find them in any multiplication table as a result of multiplying except one by itself. In another expression, a prime number has only two factors. We didn't explain the factors before, but a prime number has only two factors. Remember this definition, and I'll re-explain it afterwards. So, prime numbers are, the smallest prime number is 2. 1 is not prime. 2 is just, when you factorize it, it is just 2 times 1. And also the 3. What about the 4? No. 4 is 1 times 4 is 4. Also, it is 2 times 2. It means that 4 is not prime. Okay, what about 5? Yes, 5 is prime. Because if you multiply, how can you get this 5? It's only by multiplying 1 by itself. What about the 6? No, 6 is not prime. Because 6, you can get it if you multiply 1 by 6. You can get it if you multiply 2 by 3. So it has how many factors? It has 4 factors. 1, 2, 3, and 6. So 6 is not prime. What about 7? It means that all prime numbers are odd. Not all of them. The 2 is not odd. So yes, all prime numbers are odd because you cannot find them in the multiplication table of 2 except 2 itself. So 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5, 7. What about 9? No, 9 is not prime because 9, you can find it if you multiply 1 by 9. You can find this 9 if you multiply 3 by 3. So 9 is having 3 factors. So it's not prime. A prime number has only 2 factors. 1 and itself. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, and lot coming afterwards. We can sing a song which is prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Again, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. There are a lot of prime numbers. If you understand the concept, you can solve any problem related to the prime numbers, like this one. Quiz. From the integers, from 40 to 70, write down two prime numbers, 3 prime numbers. Think about it. 40, of course, is not a prime number because it's divisible by 2. And 70 also is not a prime number because it's divisible by 2. And divisible by 5 and divisible by 7. So I'm not speaking about the boundaries, which is 40 and 70. We are now discussing the numbers between 40 and 70, not including them. So from the integers from 40 to 70, write down 3 prime numbers. Is 41 a prime number? Think about it. Yes, 41 is not divisible by anything. It's only divisible by 1 and itself. That's good. What about 42? No, 42 is even. It's divisible by 2. Okay. What about 43? Yes, 43 is prime. What about 45? No, 45 is not prime. It's divisible by 5, divisible by 3, divisible by 15. Okay. 45 is not prime. What about 47? Now we are trying to think about odd numbers. You have to skip all even numbers because simply they are in timetable 2. So 47, what comes next? He needs only 3 prime numbers, but I can find more and more. Okay, what about 51? No, 51 is not prime. We learned before, if you add 5 plus 1 is 6. So it means 51 is divisible by 3. So 51 is divisible by 3. It's not a prime number. Yes, 51 divided by 3 is 17. Oh, it means I have to check first. Because 51 is, yes, it is 1 multiplied by 51. Yes, but it's also 3 multiplied by 17. So we cannot consider it a prime number. It's not prime. Another one. What about 53? Yes, 53 is prime. What about 57? The same problem. 57 is not prime. If you add the 2 digits, 5 plus 3, it's 12. So 57 is divisible by 3 because 57, yes, it is 1 multiplied by 57, of course. And at the same time, 57 is 3 multiplied by 19. It has 4 factors, but a prime number has only 3 factors. Okay? If you need to write more, you can think in the same way. So, after finding what is the definition of prime numbers, let's re-sing the song, which is prime. Memorize it. Prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. Again, 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. What about prime factorization? There is a question we usually get it in exams. It means he wants you to make prime factorization for a number, like for example, write 45 as the product of its prime factors. You have to make it like that, 45, and you make a stick like that, and you start dividing it by only prime numbers. What did he require? He wants it as a product of its prime factors. What's the meaning of product? Product means multiply, multiplication operation. So 45, let's start. Can we divide by 2? No. We divide by 3? Yes. We divide by 3, it's 15. We divide by another 3, it is 5. When we divide by another 5, it's 1. How to check our work? You simply multiply 3 by 3 by 5. When you multiply them, it's 9 by 5, it is 45. So how do we write the answer? You write like that on the answer line, like 45 is 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. Or you can write it in index form. It is 3 squared multiplied by 5. This is correct and this is also correct. So another bigger question. Write 2016 as the product of its prime factors. Okay. Right. 2016 as the product of its prime factors. Now he's clear. that he needs only prime numbers. So 2016, the first thing you have to think about that it is even. So first of all, I prefer, of course, to take the prime numbers ascendingly. Start with 2. When you finish all the 2's, you can think about 3's, you can think about the coming prime numbers. Now, 2016, first of all, you divide it by 2. How much? 1008. And then there is a further 2, okay? Divided by 2, it is 504. It's still even. Even numbers are divisible by 2. All of them are even numbers, they are divisible by 2. It is 252. Still even? Yes, still even. Divided by 2. It will be 126. It's also even. Okay, divided by 2. This is prime factorization. Remember the name. Prime factorization. 126 divided by 2, it will be finally an odd number. Okay, it looks like divisible by 3. How to know? If you add the digits 6 plus 3 equals 9, 9 is in the timetable of 2. So 63, 100% is divisible by 3. 6 plus 3 equals 9, add the digits. If this 9 is in timetable of 3, then 63 is divisible by 3. So it will be 21, then divided by a further 3, it is 7, divided by 7, it's 1. How to check our work? You just multiply all these prime factors, and the answer, it will be 2016. If you didn't get it, you have to check. Okay? Now, how to write it as an answer? You will write that. Here is the answer on the answer line. You can write 2016. You will find an answer line like that. How many 2's? Count, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead of writing so many 2's, you write 2 to the power of 5. Multiply by how many 3's? Only 2 3's. So it is 3 squared. Multiply by how many 7's? It is only 1 7. How to check our work? Everyone knows that 2 power 5 is 32. Multiply 32 by 3 squared, which is 9. Multiply by 7, da-da-da, it is 2016. Now we learned how to make prime factorization, and we learned also how to sing the prime numbers because we always need them. The last thing I want to speak about is the highest common factor. The word highest common factor, we will need it when we factorize in algebra by taking out a highest common factor. Before taking algebra, we have to understand the concept. So let's take an example now. First of all, I have to discuss what is the meaning of a factor. I'll tell you. For example, what are the factors of 12? Factors of 12. You can write it like that. 12 is 1 multiplied by something is 12. 2 multiplied by something is 12. 3 multiplied by something is 12. 4 multiplied by something is 12. And you will stop your trials when you find yourself you're repeating something. 1 multiplied by 12. 2 multiplied by 6. 3 multiplied by 4. 4 multiplied by 3. Okay, now we started repeating. So where to stop? We just drive our car like vroom, vroom, vroom. The factors of 12 are 1, 2, you read them in ascending order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. This is a perfect method how to find all factors of 12 without dropping any one. Start with 1 times 12 and keep on ascending until you finish up all the possible factors of 12. Then to write it neatly, write them in order like that. Okay. Now, what are the factors of 20? Okay, another question. Factors of 20. I'll write it in the same method. Okay, 1 times something equals 20, 2 times something equals 20, 3 times something, no. 4 times something equals 20, 5 times something equals 20. You keep on trying and let's fill it in. 1 times how much? 20. 2 times how much? 10. 4 times how much? It's 5. 5 times how much? It's 4. Oh, we started repeating. Okay, you drive your car like that. Vroom, vroom, vroom. And start writing them in order. 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20. What are the common factors? The common factors for 12 and 20. Common factors, common factors. 1 is common? Yes. 2 is common? Yes. 3? No, no, no. 4 is common? Yes. 5? No. 6? No. 10? No. What are the common factors? 6, 12. Only these are the common factors. 1, 2, and 4. The question is, what is the highest common factor of 12 and 20? Oh, it's a new thing. The highest common factor of 12 and 20 is 4. Da-da-da! This method is just to explain the concept of highest common factor. But there is a method which is very nice and very short. Remember, it was 4. Now, how to find the highest common factor in a simple and fast method? Now, we need the highest common factor of 12 and 20. The letter H is having how many sticks? 2. You make a stick for the 12, a stick for the 20, and let's make prime factorization. 12 divided by 2 is 6, divided by 2 is 3, divided by 3 is 1. If you want to check your work, 2 times 2 times 3 is 12. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12. Now, prime factorization of 20. You are not allowed to divide by 4 because 4 is not prime. Yes. You have to sing prime numbers every time. So we divided by 2. It's 10. We divided by another 2. It is 5. We divided by 5. It's 1. When you end up to 1, then you have finished up the prime factorization. How to check? 4 times 5 is 20. Now, what are the common factors? The common factors, 2 is common here and there. Another 2 is common here and there. So we knew it now that the highest common factor, you just multiply 2 by 2, which is 4. Da-da-da. A very nice method to find the common factor, the highest common factor. Now I'll give you a quiz. Shall we do the slowest method or the fast one? Of course, the fast one. This was only to convince you. Now before the lowest common multiple. Now let's take a quiz. Find the highest common factor of 56 and 70. Who will say it? Let's remember, the letter H is having how many sticks? 2. We'll make one stick for the 56 and another stick for the 70. And let's start. 56 56 is even. Yes, it's divisible by 2. It will be 28. Divisible by 2. It's 14. Divisible by 2. It's 7. Divided by 7 is 1. How to check? Just multiply 7 by 8. It will be 56. 3 2's means 8. Now 17. It's even. I can start by dividing by 5. It's okay, no problem. Sooner or later, you will write the 5. But I prefer ascendingly. Start with the 2. 70 divided by 2 is 35. Divided by 5, it is 7. Divided by 7 is 1. If you want to check your work, this is 10. If you multiply 10 by 7, yes, it is 70. So, after finishing up, what do we call it? Prime factorization. After you finish it up, how to find the highest common factor of 56 and 70. 2 is common here and there. Is there any 2 common? No, but there is a 7. Okay, so the highest common factor is 2 multiplied by 7, which is 14. Ta-da! That's all for today, dears. Bye-bye.